Alright boys and girls, I hope you're all having a lovely day, okay? Today boys, we're on another game hunt, okay? You guys know that I've been doing a lot of game hunting lately, and we're not slowing down, okay? We've got a big one today. In terms of where we're doing our game hunting today, guys, it's going to be in a place called Torquay. It's a town, or I think it's a town, it might be a city. It's in Devon. I've never actually been there before, and of course, there's a CEX there, okay? I'm not going to be doing any other game shops there, because I don't think there is any. Literally just going into CEX and I'm done. But before we end today's video, guys, I have a little package, okay? We have ordered something, and it's a big one, okay? This is a heavy hitter. This is the most expensive game I have ever bought in my entire life, okay, by some distance. So it's a big one, and I'm hoping we're going to be happy. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm hoping it's going to be all good. But we'll get onto that at the end of the video, guys, okay? Right now, we're going into CEX in Torquay, so let's show you what it's all about. Okay, boys and girls, we have arrived in Torquay. We brought the dogs, of course, because you always got to bring the dogs. Maybe not the craziest and best idea, though, on this occasion, because the weather was not exactly good, okay? And my dog, in particular, does not like getting wet. He's a staff, so, you know, it's natural, okay? Staffs do not like wet weather. But the good news for the dogs, okay, is that we did not stay in Torquay very long because the weather was so bad. I literally just went to CEX and then we pretty much went home. It wasn't like the best planned day out, okay? The weather just kind of ruined it. But yeah, here we are then, boys, at CEX, okay? As you can see, we're looking through the window and there's some, you know, there's some okay games here, but nothing too ridiculous. In terms of the footage I've got, guys, I do apologize. It's not like the best footage ever. I forgot to bring my GoPro, which is what I'd normally use to film these videos, you know, so then I can just strap it to my body and look around. But I forgot to bring it, so all I had was my phone, and I was, you know, obviously I was trying to look and film at the same time, so it's harder to do than it looks. But yeah, we had a quick look through the PS5 games, and there was actually a couple of really decent PS5 games, so I do end up picking one up. And then we go over to the PS4 section. There's a couple of decent games, as you can see. Nothing that I really particularly felt like I needed, but, you know, still some good stuff here. I do feel like I've sort of gotten to the point, though, with the PS4 that I've just got most of what I want. So yeah, it's only really select games I want for the PS4. For the most part, I've got it all, though. But then, guys, we come over to the PS3, okay, and the PS3 is probably my favorite system to collect for at the minute. I absolutely adore the PS3. It's my second favorite console of all time, just behind the PS2. The PS2 just, I mean, it's the PS2, you know, you can't beat it. In terms of collecting for the PS3 itself, though, guys, I do feel like I've got most of what I want, but every time I walk into a CEX, I seem to find something, or so I thought, because today, I didn't really find anything, and I was actually blown away. I didn't find a single PS3 game that I wanted to pick up. I know, it's absolutely crazy, because every time I've gone into CEX, I've picked up something for the PS3, and I did look as well, okay? I had a really good and thorough look, and there was a few games that, you know, I could maybe have got. I was certainly thinking about a couple. The closest I got to buying a game for the PS3 was actually this Metro Last Light. Now, this is a game I do want to get, but I think I'm going to get it for the PS4. Reason being is that there's a collection called Metro Redux, and it comes with this game as well as Metro... I can't remember the name of the game. It's another Metro game that you actually can't get for the PlayStation other than on the PS4, so I'm probably going to get it, you know, through that collection. I did also see this other game here of Orcs and Men, I think it was called. Never heard of this game in my life before. I've got no idea what it is. It certainly caught my curiosity. I didn't pick it up, though, because I just didn't know anything about it. Maybe if I see that game again, I'll pick it up, but I need to do a bit more research, because it wasn't the cheapest game in the world. Okay, guys, next up, we come over to the Nintendo Switch. Now, I love my Nintendo Switch, it's absolutely incredible, but I've still got quite a backlog growing for the Nintendo Switch. Okay, I need to get through the stuff I've already got for the Switch before I pick up more stuff. If there's a game that I see that I'm, you know, really badly want, I'll grab it, but yeah, I didn't really see anything today, so yeah, no Switch pickups, unfortunately. Next up, guys, we come over to the PlayStation 2, of course. Okay, I love the PS2, literally my favorite console of all time. There's just so many good games for this console, and I obviously got a ton of nostalgia for it, and there's just always something I've never heard of or never seen before that I always want to pick up, so that's why I love the PS2 so much. I did end up picking up a couple of PS2 games today, so I was very happy with that, and yeah, the PS2 selection here was actually pretty decent. There was definitely some interesting games, and I could have picked up more, honestly. Next up, guys, we take a look at the Nintendo DS section. I've been on a massive DS kick lately. I've been buying a lot of DS games, and I've just been enjoying it a lot. I've been playing it a lot, so I always have a good look through the Nintendo DS section. fun. Now, the trouble with the DS is that there's a lot of shovelware, there's a ton of games that are just pure and utter crap, so you got to sift through that stuff to get to the good stuff, but there's definitely some good gems on the DS if you look hard enough. And I had a really thorough look through the DS section today, and there was a lot of rubbish, but we did end up picking up one game, so I was very happy with that. Next up, guys, I have a quick look at the sort of retro games here, and they do have quite a bit. Nothing that I was in the market for, but there was some Super Nintendo games, there was some GameCube stuff here, so yeah, there was quite a bit. And last but not least, guys, I had a very quick look through the PS Vita games, and I did end up picking up a couple of games, so yeah, I'll show you that in my pickups. So yeah, that's pretty much everything there is in terms of CEX in Torquay. Overall, a pretty good CEX, but yeah, let's jump straight into those pickups. Okay, guys, you have seen the CEX in Torquay, okay? Overall, the CEX was pretty good. Was it the most amazing CEX I've ever been to? No, it was a decent CEX, but nothing too ridiculous. In terms of Torquay itself, I'll be honest, guys, not the nicest town I've ever been to. The weather was pretty terrible, okay? It was really raining, like, very hard, okay? So that obviously didn't help things. When I was actually in CEX, my dad told me that somebody was trying to shoplift in, I think it was Iceland, so that's always not great. My dog wasn't too thrilled about it either. Like, he just doesn't like wet weather. He is a staff, so it's not too surprising. Staffs do not like getting wet. So yeah, he wasn't loving it, and overall, it wasn't the best day out ever. But at the end of the day, guys, I went to CEX and I picked up some good stuff, so it wasn't all bad. So anyway, boys, let's dive into the pickups, okay? I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I picked up 7 things in total, okay? And I'm pretty happy with what I picked up. Nothing too ridiculous, but there's definitely some good stuff here. So the first thing I picked up, guys, is not actually a video game, and that is going to be Cowboy Bebop the movie, but as you can see, it is a UND, okay? These are the, like, DVDs you get for PSPs. I really enjoy collecting these, guys, because I do actually use them quite often. If I do a little bit of traveling, or I go camping, or something like that, these are really handy to have, okay? Because obviously I can just watch a movie on my PSP, okay? And I love that. I'm pretty selective with which ones I pick up, okay? I'm not going to buy every single one I see, but if it's a movie I really like, then I obviously want to grab it, and Cowboy Bebop is probably my second favourite anime of all time, okay? I absolutely love it. The only anime that I like more than that is One Piece. This wasn't also that cheap either. Most UMDs I find are like super cheap, okay? But this one was actually £6, which is actually quite a lot for one of these, because most of them I find for like 50p to £1, okay? They're really cheap, mostly. I think the anime ones are a little bit more pricier, and I want to get as many of these anime UMDs as I can. I've got most of the ones I want now. Like, I've got Perfect Blue, which I love. I've got Akira, which is probably my favourite anime movie of all time. I love Akira, it's so good. And I've also got Ghost in the Shell, which is an iconic movie, of course. And now we've got Cowboy Bebop the movie, so I'm very, very happy to have that. And I think I'm going to give this a watch in November. I'm going to be going up to London, which is about a 4-hour train journey from where I live. Obviously, I want to go to the London gaming market in November, so yeah, I think I'm going to take this with me and give it a cheeky watch, okay? And I'm looking forward to that. Okay, boys, next up we have got a Nintendo DS game, and that is going to be Bust a Move DS. Now, as you guys know, I'm on a massive like DS kick at the minute, just really enjoying collecting for the DS for some weird reason. I don't know what came over me. I just woke up one day and just really wanted to add some DS to my collection, and I just really like the regular DS. I'm not massive on the 3DS, like there's some good games for it, but I'm not like huge on it. I've got a really sort of small niche collection of about, I think, 10 games for the 3DS, but the regular DS I've got a lot more for. I just feel like there's a lot more to collect when it comes to the regular DS. And as for this game, it's a puzzle game. I don't know too much about it, but it looks pretty fun, and I just feel like I'll have a good time with it. It's my very first Bust a Move game, okay? I know there's quite a few of these, and this is my very first one, so I'm hoping I like it. And this cost me £4, so not terribly expensive, and yeah, just a good one to pick up. It's in decent condition. Manual's nice and crispy, and it looks nice and, you know, well looked after. It's very colourful as well, which is good. And overall, I'm looking forward to playing this one, okay? I really like my puzzle games on DS, okay? There's some really good ones, and yeah, I'm hoping this is one that I enjoy quite a bit. Okay, guys, next up, we've got a PS Vita game, and that is going to be Lego Batman 3. Now, this isn't the craziest pickup of all time, okay? Like, a lot of people would consider this one filler. Me personally, though, guys, I do enjoy my Lego games, okay? I do enjoy them quite a bit, and I really enjoy them for the PS Vita, okay? Like, when I play my Lego games, 99% of the time, I'm playing the PS Vita versions. A couple of months ago, I played Lego Avengers for the PS Vita, and that was pretty good fun. I also played Lego Force Awakens, like Star Wars. That was good as well. So yeah, I do enjoy my Lego games on the Vita, and this is one that I didn't have. The next pickup, guys, is another PS Vita game, okay? And this one I've actually been looking for a really long time, and it's just evaded me for the longest time. It's not a rare game at all, but I just never see it for some reason. And that game is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Now, this is basically PlayStation's version version of Smash Brothers. I've never really been into Smash Bros. I never got into it as a kid. You know, I just wasn't really that guy that was playing like Nintendo stuff. So I don't really have any sort of affiliation to Smash Bros. But I want to see what this game is all about, okay? Because there's tons of really iconic PlayStation characters here. Like on the front cover, I'm seeing Kratos, I'm seeing Nathan Drake, I'm seeing Sackboy, Sly Cooper there, Ratchet and Clank. There's even Big Daddy, who's not really a PlayStation guy. He's cross-platform, but he's there. And I'm just intrigued by it, okay? I mean, even on the back, you've got a Helgen soldier, and then there's Heihachi. Like, I want to see what this is. Like, more than the gameplay, I'm just interested in the roster here. I just want to see, like, who's in this game. I'm already seeing, like, some really oddball characters here that you just wouldn't expect. I'm seeing Raiden for good. What is Raiden doing in this game? Anyway, I want to see what this game is all about. I'm intrigued as hell, and that roster has really got me, it's got the gears moving in my brain. Like, who is in this game? Am I going to be playing this game for 100 hours? Probably not. Will I play it for, I don't know, a few hours? Yeah, I'm going to give this a good go, and just, yeah, and more than anything, I'm just intrigued by that roster. Plus, it's another one to add to the PS Vita collection, which is always growing. I'm always trying to add PS Vita games to the collection, and yeah, we've built up a nice little Vita collection at this point, so that's a good one to add. Okay, guys, next up we have got a PS5 game, and I was really surprised to see this game in CEX. I thought I was going to have to order this one, but I was really happy to see it in there, and that is I'm just trying to read the name here because I've forgotten it. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I want to say Cyberpunk, but no. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Yeah, this is basically Jet Set Radio, but it's not. It's different, but it basically is Jet Set Radio, and Jet Set Radio is a freaking awesome game. I played a bit of Jet Set Radio with my older brother because he's got a Dreamcast and he's got the game on there, and I've played that with him a few times. It's just like really cool. It's got an amazing art style, and it's just a really awesome game. I don't have a Dreamcast though, so I can't get Jet Set Radio sadly, but we can get this game, okay? So I'm looking forward to playing this one. Like I said, I thought I was going to have to order it because it's just not a game I expected to see in CEX for some reason. Just, don't know, it's a little bit niche in a way. I think it was only £15 as well, which is a pretty good price for, you know, a PS5 game. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this one. I've heard good things about it, and, yeah, it just looks freaking awesome. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, guys, we've got two more pickups left, okay? Next up, we have got one that I've seen a good few times, and today felt like the right time to get it, okay? And that is going to be Cold Fear for the PS2. Now, I did used to have this game back in the day. I got this game from a car boot sale for just 50p. And I sold it because I'm a freaking idiot. And the problem is when I picked this game up, guys, is I actually had a PS3 at the time, so I wasn't really playing PS2. I just picked it up because it kind of looked like Resident Evil 4, and I was like, I love Resident Evil 4, so I'm just gonna grab it. I played it for about 10 minutes and never played it again, so I didn't really have that attachment to it. Obviously now I'm like really into my retro gaming, but back then I just used to sort of play the current generation. I didn't used to go back too often, so yeah, I do regret selling it a little bit, but at the same time, I understand why I sold it. In terms of the game, it looks absolutely freaking awesome. Like I said, I only played it for about 10 minutes, so I don't know how good this game actually is, but just going off the front and back cover, it looks fucking cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this one. I think I'm going to play this one this month, in fact. I think I'm going to pop this one in on Halloween. I just feel like that makes sense. You know, it being a horror game, I feel like this would be a good one to play on Halloween evening, so looking forward to playing it, and hopefully it's damn good, because it wasn't cheap. This was £22. That's not a cheap PS2 game by any means. Okay guys, our final pickup is also going to be a PS2 game. I've wanted this game for a while now, and that is going to be Yakuza. Now, I absolutely adore the Yakuza series, okay? In fact, I'm literally wearing a Yakuza t-shirt. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, so I love the Yakuza games, but I do not have the original. In terms of the Yakuza games I've played Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2, I've played Yakuza 3, and I've played Yakuza 4, okay? So I've played 5 Yakuza games. I love all of them that I've played. In fact, I've also played a little bit of Yakuza Dead Souls. Didn't play through the whole game, but I've dabbled with that one. But I never did play the original. I've played the remake, obviously, with Kiwami, and I've heard it's a fairly faithful remake, but I still want to go back and play the original. I want to see how this game fares on the PS2, so I'm gonna play this one really soon, I think. My only concern with this game, guys, is the fact that I'm pretty sure you have to play it in English. I don't think you can play it with the Japanese dub. I think you have to play it with the English dub, and I've heard that the English voice acting is not exactly amazing. So yeah, I'm curious about it, but at the same time I'm a little bit worried, because obviously you know, it's Yakuza. I want to listen to these guys in their Japanese voices. It just feels right, and listening to it with the really bad English dub, it could be interesting to say the least. Okay, guys, so that is everything I picked up in Torquay. On the whole, some good pickups there, I think. Some pretty good stuff. But, of course, guys, what we want to do now is open the package, okay? The most expensive video game I have ever bought, okay? The climax is real here. I'm getting excited. So let's open this bad boy up, okay? I'm a little bit scared. Like, I can feel my heart pumping a little bit, because if this is like a fake, or I don't know, there's something wrong with it, I'm gonna be upset, and I'm gonna obviously have to take it back, and yeah, I'm just a bit worried. So it's got 2 packages on it for some reason. Okay, that's interesting. The moment of truth. Okay, what is the game that we picked up? It is Rule of Rose for the PS2. I cannot believe I am holding this game right now. Okay, guys, so we need to go through a story with this one, okay, and why I decided to order this game, because like I said, this is not a game I ever thought I was ever going to be owning, because, I mean, it's Rule of Rose, okay? It's like one of the rarest games of all time. It's super expensive, but the reason I picked this one up, guys, is I was watching a Retro Ghetto video, and in that video, he was telling me this, well, he wasn't telling me, he was telling everybody this story about how somebody traded in a sealed copy of Rule of Rose to CEX, and I was blown away, because I'm thinking, who trades a sealed Rule of Rose, like one of the rarest games ever, into CEX? Why would you not sell that online? Like, I was completely blown away. In fact, I commented, why would somebody do this? But he actually replied to my comment and basically said that there was like a massive influx of these found in Italy, and my brain started gearing. I was like, oh, hold on a minute. Does that mean that this game is going to be cheaper online? So I start looking on eBay, and I see this game for £260. And if anybody knows how, like, expensive this game normally is, that's a bloody good price. The usual price for this game is around about £500. So basically getting this game at half price is an absolute steal. Not to mention the fact that it is literally brand new, okay? Like, £500 is like the second-hand price of this game. This game is sealed. The seal looks pretty legit. I can't really tell, because it's not, like, got the PS2 thing. I guess it's different in Italy. The only way to find out, guys, is to open it, which I'm going to do. I know that's blasphemous. Like, I've got a sealed copy of one of the rarest games. You'd think I'd keep it sealed, but I'm going to open it, because I actually want to play this game, believe it or not. I don't want to just have this game sitting there on a shelf. I want to play this game. I want to see what it's all about. I want to see why this game is so damn expensive, okay? It's got to be at least a decent game, you would think. I mean, it could be bad, but yeah, I feel like it's got to be good. So, yeah, I'm going to open it, because I have the fullest intention of actually playing this game, like, properly. I want to play it all the way to the end, because, you know, if you're going to pay £260 for a game, then I better ought to play it. Okay, guys, I've undone the seal. Let's have a quick look at the manual. It looks very legit, guys. Like, the manual looks very legit. I can't, it doesn't look fake at all. Let's have a look at the disc. Oh my god, I think it's real, guys. Holy shit, I'm actually blown away, because it's got like the PlayStation like thing. I don't know if you guys can see that. And as for the artwork, it seems legit, it smells legit. I know that's a weird thing to smell it, but no, that's a real copy of Rule of Rose, guys. I've actually got a legit copy of this game. I cannot fucking believe it. I know £260 is a lot of money for that game, but like I said, this game is not cheap. I mean, even now, after this like whole influx of copies, this game is still like £400 at CEX. So it's still, you know, it's still a good deal. And once all these copies start to dry up, like, because obviously collectors are going to be getting their hands on these games, then this game will go back up in price again at some point. It might take a few years, but yeah, I'm blown away, guys. Like I said, I did not think I was going to be owning this game. So when it comes to PS2 collecting, guys, I've got 2 of the biggest hitters now. I've got Rule of Rose and I've got Kuon, okay? They're like 2 of the most expensive games, not just on the PS2, but ever. And I'm not trying to get like every single expensive PS2 game or anything, but there's a couple that I obviously wanted for my collection. Rule of Rose being one of them, Kuon being another. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not too many other mega expensive games on the PS2 that I really want. I've also got Haunting Grounds as well. It's another like really expensive one. So I pretty much feel like I've got all the big heavy hitters for the PS2. I'm sure there's a few more, but yeah, I can't really think of any. So yeah, I'm pretty blown away by that, guys. I'm excited. I'm gonna have to play that and hopefully enjoy it. Oh wow, okay, alright, that's a good way to end this video. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, about some of your recent pickups. I'd love to know in the comments what you guys have been playing and picking up lately, so do let me know in the comments. Other than that though, boys and girls, subscribe here if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? Peace.